Hi guys, let's get to making this beautiful sleeve. So first off, you drop your pattern paper. Make sure you have enough space to impute your round sleeve times 2 or times 3, depending on how big you want this sleeve. Then go ahead and divide what you have by 2 because you're cutting on fold. So I'm making use of my round sleeve times 2. You can do times 3 depending on how big, but you don't want to make it too big. You just want it to look moderate. Then do times 2. So I'm making use of 14 in this case. I've marked 14 all the way down. The width entirely is going to be 14. Then for the armhole area, the way I do this is I divide what I have in total in the width area. I divide what I have by 2. Then at the center point of that, I go down by 3 inches. That's how I slant my tape. That's how I know how to slant my tape. So you can go down 3.5, but normally I use 3. Then I'll place my tape in such a way it cuts across from the beginning to the 3 inches I made, then till wherever it gets to. Just let it be that slant. Then make a mark at the top. You don't really need to make a mark at the top. Just know you're drawing your line from that upper part to the 3 inches you dropped, then to where the tape slanted to. When you make that slant, when you measure what you have there, you will know that it's going to be bigger than 14, which was the initial width that we were working with. But because we slanted our tape, it's now 15. The midpoint of 15 is 7.5, so I make a mark at the middle point of that slanted line. I'm supposed to divide that line into 4, so I'm trying to find the half of 7.5. Then I'll place my tape where I made the 7.5 marking, and I'll make a mark on both sides at 1 and at 7.5. In this way, I've succeeded in dividing this line into 4. Now, on the midpoint of the first half of this slanted line, I'm going to go up by 0.5 inch, and on the midpoint of the second half, I'm coming down by 0.3 inch. After this, I'll use my slight curve rule to connect these lines the way I'm doing it. I'll place my curve rule in such a way I'm connecting these 3 points, the middle part, the 0.5, and the edge and the beginning point of this slanted line. I'll do the same thing for the 0.3 inch I marked downwards. I'll place my curved rule upside down and make the same curve that I did for the first half. I'll do this on the second half equally. Have it in mind that for this exaggerated sleeve, you don't slant in your line. You make it have the same width. In that way, it's going to have that round cone-like shape that we need. Then I'll go ahead and cut this out. Now I'm done cutting this, so I'll go ahead and cut my fabric on fold. And this is it. I'm done cutting my fabric on fold. So I have 2 pieces of the sleeve, 2 pieces of lining, and I went ahead to iron stay on both of them, light stay on the lining and hard stay on the fabric. Now to sew this, you go ahead and cover that part and turn it over and top stitch on the lining part. Then when you're done, leave the sides first. I'll show you how to close the sides. Now I'm done doing this. To close up the side, I'm going to fold my sleeve right side facing right side in this manner. And then I'm going to close it up at that edge. I'm going to close it up at this side, so I'll be able to turn it over so my sewing allowance wouldn't show when I'm done sewing the sleeve. I don't want my allowance to be visible. That's why I'm doing this. So I'm going to 2/2 inch or 1 inch depending on your preference. Now I'm done doing this, and the next thing I want to show you is how to turn it. So you're just going to turn it over. Very easy. Just turn it over in such a way that the fabric is showing and the lining is what is inside. It's very easy. The stay parts are together. Just follow the same process and you get it right. When you're done, the allowances on both sides should be facing each other, and that's the way you attach it to your outfit. I went ahead to attach this to the blouse I'm making, and it was so fine. It was so beautiful. I went ahead to iron it down. Also, you go ahead and iron it down so it holds together, and it will be very easy for you to attach this to your outfit when you've ironed it down. Now when you're done ironing this down, this is what it looks like. You go ahead and pleat the upper part and attach it to your blouse or your gown, depending on what you're making. Now I've gone ahead to attach these sleeves to the outfit I was cutting it out for, and it was giving. Thanks for sticking around. Bye.